Last video we learned how to name compounds with a single alkyl group coming off, and for this video we're going to be naming compounds with multiple alkyl groups coming off. So there's a couple things that you need to know for this, and just getting straight into the example, just like last video, we start off by finding the longest carbon chain. So we could start numbering over here and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or up here it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it looks like 8 is going to be our longest chain. And we're going to start the numbering over here because that's the side with the nearest group. So we're not going to start numbering over here because this group is closer than this group. So we're going to number this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I always go ahead and name the backbone. So 8 with all single bonds, that will make it octane. And then we go ahead and name these groups. So we have a group here and we have a group here. So when I name these, I like to write what they are by them. So this is a 4-ethyl, and it's ethyl because it has 2 carbons, and 4 because it's coming off of the 4th carbon of the longest branch. And then this is a 3-methyl. So when you go to write this out, you want to write it in alphabetical order. You don't do it by the numbers that come first. So it wouldn't be 3-methyl, 4-ethyl. It would be 4-ethyl, 3-methyl. So I'll go ahead and write that in a different color. So because E becomes before M in the alphabet, that's the order that you're going to write this out. So it's going to be 4-ethyl, 3-methyl octane. And again, I mentioned it in the last videos, you separate numbers and letters by dashes, so you can see the dashes in this example. So getting into the next example, we're going to find the longest carbon chain. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to start the numbering on this side because this is the side with the nearest group. So this group is closer than this group over here to this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we can go ahead and name this. 9 would be non. All single bonds makes it nonane. And then we have the groups coming off of the 3rd carbon, we have a methyl group, and then off of the 6th carbon, we have a methyl group. So because we have 2 of the same group, we're going to name this one as 3, 6. So comma separate numbers, and then because there's 2 methyl groups, you put the prefix of di before. So it's going to be 3,6-dimethyl nonane. So if you had 3, it would be tri, like 3 of the same thing, it would be tri. If you had 4, it would be tetra. So 2 is di, 3 is tri, and 4 is tetra. So there's going to be some examples in not this video but future videos where we have more than just 2 of the same group coming off. So dimethyl, the di doesn't actually come into play for when you're alphabetizing these, so I'll show you an example right now of that. So for this one, again, finding the longest carbon chain, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'll go ahead and number that. We're going to start over here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 10, the prefix for 10 is dec, and this is decane. And I like to circle all the groups again, so we're going to circle this one and then these 2 up here. So off of the 6 carbon, we're going to have a 6-ethyl, and then we're going to have a 3 and a 5-dimethyl because it's 2 methyls, so we're going to have 3,5-dimethyl as well. So when you go to name this, you may think dimethyl comes first because di is before E in the alphabet, well, D before E, but like I said before, the dye does not come into play for naming this. So I'll write it in a different color. The ethyl is going to be first because the E comes before the M. So this would be named as 6-ethyl and then a dash 3,5 dimethyl decane. So this compound right here, 6-ethyl 3,5 dimethyl decane. And in the last video, well actually in the first video, I showed you guys how to name cyclic structures or rings, and that's by putting cyclo for the first thing. So what we do in this, we find how many carbons are in the ring. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we go to number this. We want the group to have the lowest number. So we could make any of these our first carbon, but because the group is coming off right here, we're going to make this the first carbon so that when we go to name it, it has the lowest number. So there's 5 carbons on this, and it's a ring, so this is going to be cyclo because it is a ring, pent because there's 5, and then ane, all single bonds. And then off of the first carbon, we have a methyl group coming off, so this would be named as 1-methyl cyclopentane. So we're going to get into one more example where we are given the name and we have to draw this. So we have the backbone, which I always start off by drawing. So it's going to be a cyclohexane. It's going to be a ring, and it's going to be a 6-carbon ring because hex is 6. So let's go ahead and draw that. It's going to be just like a hexagon. So there's the 6-carbon ring, and then like I said before, any of these carbons can be the first carbon. So we can make this carbon right here the first carbon. So off of the first carbon, we have a 1-butyl. Butyl is 4. My teacher taught us the mnemonic. I mentioned it in the first video of monkeys eat purple bananas. So meth, eth, prot, but. It's kind of hard for people to remember the first 4. So 4 is but, so I'll go ahead and put that 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we have 2,4-dimethyl. So either one of these can be the second carbon, so we'll make this the second carbon. So there's the methyl coming off the 2, and then 3, 4. Here is the next methyl. So this is how one way to draw 1-butyl 2,4-dimethyl cyclohexane. And notice in the name how this is alphabetically written, the butyl B coming before the M. So just thought I'd point that out. So if this video helped you out and you want to leave it a like rating or thumbs up, that would help out our channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.